What's up everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're not talking about a buzzer beater, a trade deadline blockbuster, or a championship run. We're talking about something far more explosive. Something that could shake the very foundation of the NBA and the way business is done forever. We're talking about a secret, a mystery, a deal so shocking it sounds like a movie plot. And it involves one of the quietest, most enigmatic superstars in the league. The Claw himself, Kawhi Leonard. This isn't a rumor. This isn't a fan theory. The NBA has officially opened an investigation into Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers for a bombshell set of allegations that could make the infamous Joe Smith scandal look like a slap on the wrist. I'm talking about a multi-million-dollar no-show job, a now bankrupt company, and the richest owner in all of sports at the center of it all. So grab your popcorn, because this story is about to unfold. You're not going to want to miss a single second. Let's set the scene. For years, the legend of Kawhi Leonard's free agency decision in 2019 has been a modern NBA classic. The silent superstar, fresh off leading the Toronto Raptors to an improbable championship, was the most sought-after player in the game. The Lakers wanted him, the Raptors wanted him, and then out of nowhere, he chose the Clippers. It felt like a coup, a stunning victory for Steve Ballmer's franchise. But according to a new investigative report from podcaster Pablo Torre, that victory might have come at a price the league considers illegal. Torre and his team dropped a bombshell this week, alleging that Kawhi was paid a staggering $28 million through a company called Aspiration, in what can only be described as a no-show job. Now, what does that mean? It means, according to 7 anonymous former employees, that Kawhi received a massive endorsement deal from Aspiration to do absolutely nothing. No commercials, no social media posts, no public appearances, nothing. And here's where it gets wild. The same company at the center of these allegations, Aspiration, received a massive $50 million investment from none other than Clippers owner Steve Ballmer. Think about that for a second. An anonymous source, a former financial employee at Aspiration, told Torre that the $28 million deal was explicitly designed to circumvent the salary cap. They literally said LOL when talking about it, almost as if it was a dark joke that everyone in the know was in on. It's a jaw-dropping claim that paints a picture of a clever, well-executed scheme to pay a player extra money outside of the NBA's official rules. The Clippers deny it, of course, with a statement claiming any contrary assertion is provably false. They say they ended their relationship with Aspiration when the company defaulted on its obligations and were unaware of any improper activity. But the timing is, let's just say, highly suspect. This isn't just a simple side deal. It's a direct link from the Clippers' billionaire owner to a company paying his star player a massive amount of money for a job that didn't exist. The documents obtained by Torre reportedly show a contract where Kawhi's own LLC, KL2 Aspire, was set to receive $7 million a year for 4 years from Aspiration. And get this, the contract allegedly had a clause that said Leonard could decline to proceed with any action desired by the company. This is straight out of a Hollywood script about corporate espionage, and it's happening in the NBA. So what happens now? The NBA has confirmed they are investigating. This isn't the first time Kawhi's free agency has come under the microscope. Remember back in 2019, when reports surfaced that his uncle and business partner, Dennis Robertson, was asking for lavish amenities from teams, including part ownership, a private jet, and a guaranteed amount of endorsement money. The NBA investigated that and found no wrongdoing on the Clippers' part. But this time feels different. This time, there are documents, there are anonymous sources, and there's a clear financial paper trail. If these allegations are proven true, the Clippers could be facing one of the most severe punishments in NBA history. The league's collective bargaining agreement is very clear about salary cap circumvention. And the most famous precedent is the Minnesota Timberwolves and Joe Smith scandal from 25 years ago. Back in the day, the Timberwolves essentially had a secret handshake deal with Joe Smith. He would sign a series of low-paying one-year deals to allow the team to get his bird rights. And then they'd give him a massive contract on the back end. It was all a backroom deal. until it was unearthed in a lawsuit between Smith's agents. The punishment was swift and brutal under the late, great David Stern. The Timberwolves were fined $3.5 million and, most importantly, they were stripped of 5 first-round draft picks. That penalty crippled a promising era of Timberwolves basketball and is a cautionary tale to this day. Now, we're in a new era. Adam Silver's NBA is different. But let's look at the possible penalties. The current CBA allows for fines of up to $4.5 million for a first offence, and the forfeiture of a first-round draft pick. A second offence could be even more severe. But here's the billion-dollar question. Will Adam Silver have the guts to go to war with Steve Ballmer? Ballmer is not only the richest owner in the league with a net worth of over $150 billion, but he's also one of Silver's closest allies. He's a visionary who is pouring billions into the new Intuit Dome, a state-of-the-art arena that is a symbol of the league's future. Pushing for a severe punishment could open a Pandora's box. As one journalist put it, what if this isn't an isolated incident? What if other teams have similar arrangements with players through third-party sponsors? Could Ballmer, if pushed to the brink, expose the entire practice and force the league to confront a widespread unspoken truth? This all comes back to a single player, a single decision, and a legacy that could be forever tarnished. Kawhi Leonard is known for his stoicism and focus. Boardman gets paid. We've all heard the quote. But if these allegations are true, he got paid in a way that wasn't just about his talent. It was about a shadowy, behind-the-scenes deal that bypassed the system that governs every other player and team. It makes you wonder about other team-friendly deals we've seen. What about Jalen Brunson's contract with the Knicks, which was widely considered below his market value at the time? Is this a one-off, or is it just the tip of a very large iceberg? The NBA now faces a monumental task. They have to investigate the Clippers, a franchise that has spent years trying to shed its history of dysfunction, only to be embroiled in a controversy that could be far more damaging than anything that came before it. They have to decide if they will make an example of the Clippers, or if they'll find a way to quietly handle this, preserving the status quo. The stakes are incredibly high. For Kawhi, for Steve Ballmer, and for the entire integrity of the NBA. The next chapter in this incredible story is just beginning. The NBA will be providing updates as they continue their investigation. You know what that means for us. We'll be breaking it down every step of the way, from the potential penalties to the league's next move.
Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and have that notification bell turned on, because you're not going to want to miss our next video where we dive deep into the specific punishments the Clippers could face and what it would mean for their future draft picks. The silence of Kawhi Leonard may be his signature, but this story is anything but quiet. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and stay tuned for the latest news.